likes the guy enough, and he'll...
Okay, all right. So are we in general consensus for that?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so now comes one of the fun ones. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Where did we talk to last?
Her.
Both of you last, yes? Okay. Okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food? Cheese and bread.
Okay. Favorite article of clothing?
I guess just a gray t-shirt.
Gray t-shirt.
Has
Oh.
stains on it.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I stained t-shirt.
Favorite art? Like artwork?
Sculptures.
Sculpture, okay. Favorite music?
Whoa. Anything, it's harpsichord. Anything on the harpsichord.
Okay.
Smart.
Favorite play? Favorite play?
Romeo and Juliet.
Okay, all right, cool. His personal goal?
Personal goal? To be the best assassin who owns a brothel.
Okay, all right. Good, that's classy.
We all have to have goals. Go for it.
What about a professional goal?
To one day have a sculpture in an art museum.
Okay, cool, that's awesome. A sculpture in an art museum. In an art museum? Awesome. All right, we're gonna ask a question about what's his morality like?
Basically, everybody he takes care of in his business and his brothel is off limits to everybody. But anybody that tries to intercede with that, they're not on the list. He kills them.
Okay, so
So he just protects those he loves, and anybody else is full game.
So like
Neutral.
chaotic neutral.
Chaotic
like
neutral.
we're talking like Malcolm
Yeah,
Brenham
chaotic
anti-hero thing coming on here.
Okay, so
Right?
he's-
Does that sound good to
He
you?
isn't
guys?
obsessed.
Yes.
Okay,
so
yeah.
But he's not evil, he's just wanting to get rich.
Chaotic
Yeah.
neutral. Chaotic neutral. All right. His style of speech. Does he have an accent? Does he have?
He actually adjusts it a bit.
So it's a variable.
They'll vary it depending on company.
So his chaotic neutral pops out and he goes whatever needs to be done is how he speaks.
Useful for an assassin to do it anywhere.
Then a salesperson for a brothel, whatever. Okay. Does he have commonly used slang, jargon, or catchphrase?
No.
No. Okay. All right. That's good. Are there rumors about this character that are being told to the community around him?
Yes, but if he shows, they're silenced. They don't say it anymore. Because he's like, I
If it
see
is,
you.
nobody knows.
What is the rumor?
He killed his brother. Brother got him bad side.
Okay. Cool. Is there anything else we want to add to the character at this point?
A pet, maybe?
Is it a pet? Okay. What pet is it?
He has a hawk.
He has a hawk. Okay, cool. Awesome. So now we're going to revisit this lovely character. Our
Gonna have
friend.
a lot of
That's fine. I have a big eraser. It's fine. Okay, so we have Yuki Master's Creed. You want me to read this? And I have a
Go
book.
back with my handwriting.
That was good. I got you.
Yeah.
It's fine. You're an assassin. We're not paying you to write for me. It's fine. So we have Yuki Master's Creed. He was born July 16th of 1853. So he is roughly 28 years old. Because she did the math, but I didn't. The residence is a brothel. He was born in the back of the tower. His measures are 5 feet 6 inches tall. He weighs 185 pounds. He is a 36, 24, 36, a very striking figure. So his style is assassin style, which is the layered tunics and the boots and sort of epic running a brothel. His hair color is brown of medium length. His eye color is brown. He is left-handed. He does wear jewelry, preferably pendants. He has 7 prison tattoos. His father is dead. His mother is dead. And he does not care. He has a sibling, but he doesn't know it. And he doesn't care. His key family is his aunt, who is a prostitute and lives in the brothel with him. He has a friend, one best friend. Sex of a friend,
Female.
female. But loads of enemies. He's street smart and illiterate. He performs odd jobs as a farmhand / part-time assassin. He's a sword fighter, a lockpick, a fisticuffs, and what is this word? Bare knuckles?
Bare knuckles.
Okay, and bare knuckles. Okay, good. I was like,
Anything all the time.
anything all the time. Hits the thing with his okay. So he has a phobia of snakes, spiders, and being alone. His bad habits are chewing tobacco, burping, very inappropriate, and chewing his nails. So far, this character sounds like the beginning of any anime that I've watched. 2 years. His quirks are he's a ladies' man, he has a monotone laugh, and he's easily distracted. His best quality is his sense of humor, his eye twitch, which is a strange best quality, and he has excellent manners. His worst qualities are he can't dance, he picks his nose, and he's gassy. And he also cracks his knuckles a lot. In his childhood, he was stabbed in the foot by the cook at his tavern. He found his best friend forever. In his teenage years, he was embarrassed about being lost in the woods. And what's that say?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Okay then, we're going to move forward with that. In his adult life, he was in prison, and he lost his virginity, quote unquote, in prison. His sexual background is bisexual, and he's probably had multiple partners by the way the story is shaping up. His favorite food is cheese and bread. He likes gray t-shirts that are slightly stained and worked in. He enjoys sculpture, he enjoys the harpsichord, Romeo and Juliet is a play, and his personal life goals is to be the best assassin at owning a brothel. His professional goals also including sculpture in the museum, which would probably be right next to his brothel. His morality is chaotic neutral, and his style of speech changes depending on who he is working with. And the rumor about him that is untrue is that he kills his brother, which obviously he doesn't know he has a brother, so that's kind of difficult. And he has a pet hawk. So at this point, our friend Yuki is quite an interesting character. How does everybody feel about him at this point?
I think he's very conflicted.
He's a very conflicted character.
His life choices.
His life choices are very conflicted. He's not sure whether he's an assassin or a manager at this point. Or an artist. He's very conflicted.
He's a
Obviously.
good candidate, in about 10 years to either run off in the woods or run a cult.
Yeah. Depending on how
I'm
that
voting
goes
on, I'm voting on Cole.
down. Vote on a cult?
Yeah, depending on how old he is.
Which he ends up killing them all anyways, because he's an assassin, he has to bulk up.
All right, that makes sense. That totally makes sense. I have lost my train of thought. Help me correct that. Yes. Thank you. That was helpful. So, in the case of this character, what's the kind of world that he lives in? We know it's back in the 1800s. We've asked some specific sort of age-style questions. What's his story? He runs his brothel. He tries to be an assassin, but he gives himself away all the time. That's obviously a deep and relatable character. I don't know about anything else, but I've ever attempted something and you fail over and over again from something that you can't control. And you're just like, but I have this dream.
Well, he doesn't necessarily fail. He just gets caught a lot.
He's just not very good.
It's
He's
why he
just
goes
not
to jail
very
all the
good.
time.
Yeah,
So that brings up a good question. Why did he go to jail?
he got caught.
He got caught doing what?
He got caught stealing jewels
Stealing jewels.
from
Stealing
someone
jewels.
who's
An assassin / burglar / brothel.
Well, he went to
Well,
he went
assassins
to
steal.
kill someone and ended up getting distracted by the jewels he saw on the bedside table and tried to steal them and got caught.
So how long was he in jail for that?
6 months.
6 months. Wow, that's a lot. It's a very short period of time to get 7 tattoos. Has he been in jail more than once?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Same thing? Same kind of thing? He gets caught and he gets put in prison?
I would say varying things probably.
Varying
At
things?
least once for killing someone.
Yeah.
At least once.
So he's not very good at what he does, I'd say.
No.
Oh, no.
He's not
That's why he
very
keeps
good.
trying.
He's an aspiring artist. He needs to be an expert assassin.
Kind of like
That's
the clown,
very-
kind of like the clown fool, except he's an assassin. It's like, oh, you stop trying to kill me. I see you breaking it again. Quit it.
So does he? Are his enemies really just more like luck of the draw, like he just can't kill them, or are they specifically foiling him every time to keep him going back to jail?
I don't think they have to foil him. I think he doesn't know.
Okay, so they're kind of like the unknowing victim that never really quite understands what's going on around them, so it's a little bit comedic in that sense.
Why is the
Yeah.
knife? Why is this knife behind me, and why is he on the ground?
So he went to jail multiple times. How long in total has he been in jail? Because think about it, he's 28.
I would say at least half his life.
Okay, so he's been in prison 10 years-ish, 10 to 15 years. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Probably.
Where did he get the brothel from?
His aunt.
His aunt gave him the brothel.
After he
Yes.
got out of prison the last time.
Okay, so he's just trying to get him up off of his feet and keep him out of prison by giving him a job as a manager of the brothel.
That and she wants to retire.
She
Yeah.
wants to retire, so she's the madam and she's giving her nephew her brothel.
Yes.
Oh, very interesting. What's the future for this character?
Besides death.
Oh, eventually
Eventually.
everyone. Oh,
And
does he die?
inevitable death.
Does he die?
He's immortal.
Is he immortal?
Well, he survived being stabbed and going to prison and getting lost in the woods, so I would say there probably has to be some sort of fantasy element
Okay.
to his world where he encounters someone and has the option to continue his life and die at a very early age, or become this artist, brothel owner, and be immortal.
Okay.
And again, running a brothel, you meet all sorts of interesting people, so who
Exactly.
knows who we might meet.
That and he's
Might be a
taking
good legitimate assassin, that'll teach him how to finally be able to be an assassin.
that and whoever he stole it from, he could have stolen an item from that made him immortal, or at least be able to rapidly heal himself.
Yeah, so he feels immortal.
So you might feel immortal.
Cordial of immortal.
Well, you still feel the pain, but the wounds end up sealing up.
Yeah, kind of like how Wolverine can super heal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice
that's
thought.
interesting. That's interesting. So he's got like super healing abilities from either a person who's he's encountered in the brothel, be an item he's stolen. Which do you prefer? An item he's stolen or a person he's encountered? An item that he's stolen. Okay, okay. What's the item? Okay, a toothpick? That's epic. He
And he has to
picks the
continuously
toothpick off the
chew on
table.
it. He has to continuously chew on it just to stay alive.
Okay, that's,
That'd be interesting.
that's awesome.
That's
I
what
like that.
it'd be his little.
His one quirk.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a catchphrase, but he's always got his toothpick at his teeth, so he's always chewing on it.
No, everybody just thinks it's a different one. They don't know it's the same one.
At this point, it looks awful and worn, but as long as it's in his mouth, he's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does he, I mean, that's some skill. I mean, he chews tobacco all the time and a toothpick.
Yeah.
That's skill.
That's skill.
Toothpick on one side, spit out the other.
There, he just washes it all down with beer.
Hopefully he doesn't swallow a toothpick along with it. Oh, crap.
He'd be immortal forever.
Immortal
He's stuck
forever, and
in.
with pokey things in your belly. It's great.
Constant pain, but you're immortal.
Whatever works. So let's just for 5 seconds. If he ended up swallowing the toothpick, and he has the ability to regenerate because the toothpick is in it, he would consistently be in pain forever.
Yeah. Horrible life.
That's awful.
Until
This
until
poor
the
guy.
until the age of painkillers, it'll be horrible.
They definitely haven't invented that yet.
Still wait another 200 years.
Yeah,
If
he's
you're
waiting-
immortal, he just has to deal with it
Yeah.
for that long, and then he can start be a drug addict for the rest of his life.
Or hopefully by then they'd have surgery and be able to remove the toothpick.
But then he just dies right after.
He still has the toothpick.
Well, not if the doctor pulls it out of him.
True. That would be sad. That would be the suck. Like, I have a thing in my stomach that continuously gives me pain and I can't ever have it removed because it would kill me.
Of course,
This
worse.
poor guy.
If the toothpick is made of something that doesn't dissolve down there, you know, it's just gonna stay.
Well,
Like if it were a
it's a
silver
magical
toothpick or
element.
something like that.
A magic toothpick.
Oh,
So,
it's gonna stay.
He swallowed a magic toothpick. This poor assassin artist person, like really, he's having a bad time, you guys. Like,
But it's okay. Sort of.
so how does that resolve? What is his life goal? So he wants to be the best assassin. Like, how does that resolve for him? Does he find a master that finally teaches him, or does he give up and become an artist and screw it?
practice makes perfect. You have enough a long time. He has a long time to live. I hope he eventually masters it.
Because do we want him to master being an assassin, or do we want to change his direction and give him a new career now that he's immortal with pain forever?
Pick up his art movement.
He has a
Draw his pain.
Why don't we combine them both? He goes off to become an artist and runs into an assassin, comes to kill his teacher, and he goes and learns what the assassin is doing.
So he starts off as an artiste in training, ends up being
An
infamous
assassin, because the assassin's like, you can't die. I can't stab you enough.
Whoa.
You stab?
Hold you in
You know,
front, what?
You're a witness to
Shield.
killing your master, so I have to kill you too. And it don't work, so I'm like, I guess I have to train you. Otherwise, I'm in deep crud because people know who I am.
True.
Yeah, it's cool. Very cool.
Well, no, that didn't make it.
Does he eventually die?
Master does.
The master eventually dies. Does our lovely and infamous Yuki of arts and or assassin training eventually die? Does he eventually choose death? Or does something come in and snatch him from the jaws of his immortal life?
Maybe this toothpick doesn't protect him from disease.
Could be at a brothel. That's a
It
plan.
could be anything from Black Death to the clap.
Yeah.
All right then. Okay.
He owns a brothel. You're gonna find this stuff in the brothel. In a year where there's no medicine.
Alright. So what about his childhood female BFF? Did they fall apart? Did they become lifelong besties?
And he's immortal, so how is he going to handle that?
Well, he marries her first.
Okay, so he marries her.
He's bestie.
Do
Marries
they
his
have
best-
kids?
They have twins
Twins. Okay.
who inherited the immortal powers of the toothpick.
What's the sex of the twins?
Boy and girl.
So both, and now we have two immortal children that he's dealing with. Okay.
How'd that work? Did they just chip pieces off the toothpick? That
No,
went inside them?
no, because he's got the immortal power inside his bloodstream already, so
Oh.
it just comes
So
out.
he's got a virus, and he's giving them the immortal virus.
So if a vampire drank his blood, it wouldn't do anything to